What is going on? Welcome back to another cold winter day. It's in the 20s. Going to be up to maybe 35. Going to be in the low 20s tonight. We are just cannot get past this winter here for us. So in that time that I am kind of loading up on stuff. So the thing I'm bringing you today is Big Bite Baits 6-inch finesse worm and methylate. It is a nice worm. If you look at it here, it's a coral color, which would be a pink. Kind of looks almost orange. Some people call them Cheeto worms, but they are a beautiful worm. I mean, I put it on this blue tackle box just to kind of to give it some contrasts to the worm. But these Big Bite bait worms are really, really nice for the money. Now I bought this 100-pound pack, 100 count bag on Amazon for $17.46, I think it was. You can get them directly from Big Bites on their websites in the 100 pack for probably $25.99. So you can save a little bit if you have Amazon Prime like I do. You can save a little bit by going to Amazon, and you'll save. That's about $8. It's about an $8 savings. I'm not sure what the Big Bites shipping is, but mine being part of my Amazon, it's free, so it doesn't cost me a thing. These worms are soft. They are very nice. If you fish with the Zoom trick worms, basically same thing. I mean, there's no difference. They got one flat side on. That's why they sit so nicely like that. The methylate I use because everyone out here throws Cincos, and they throw the same green pumpkin Cinco, and they throw, the maybe the black and blue. I don't know. They and the greens. Anything that's the popular thing, they will throw it. And I've learned that the bass in my area have learned that these, what the Cincos are, they won't hit them sometimes. And you'll get the young ones who are hungry and starving who'll hit it, but the big ones don't have a tendency to hit it. So I've been fishing with some different stuff over this last couple of years and done pretty well. One of the things I did is I switched to some very different baits. Now I'm bringing this Big Bite Baits methylate worm to you. I'm gonna bring some other stuff here to kind of go with that oddball stuff, but today it's just these. For the money, these are very good. If you break down that $17.46, on a 100 pack, that's 17 cents a worm. I pour my own baits as well. I have some molds, so I eventually here, once these get tore up, I will definitely recycle these into another style of bait, which is another thing. These already also come pre-scented. If you look on it here, it says fortified with big bite juice. I don't know how well that works. I've always had good luck with their baits, so I'm not sure what the bite juice actually is. I never actually looked it up, but I'm sure you can check it out. I will link to it down below anyway. But yeah, 100 pack. These baits can be Texas rigged. One of the things I like to do is hear springs coming up, and when the bass are either sitting on a bed or they're really looking to eat, I will throw one of these Texas rigged with a swivel in front of it, a foot or so it doesn't twist my line. And I will jerk it across the top of the water to get them to strike it that way. Give it a couple jerks, let it sink a little bit, a couple more jerks, let it sink a little bit. And you'd be amazed how many bass will tear this thing up. And if it's not a color you're used to, I can understand that. This was a color that took me to get used to a little bit myself. This and chartreuse, but I definitely, when they're not biting something, I will throw a 6-inch pure chartreuse and red flake or black flake worm, and if they're not biting, most of the time they will eat that worm. Even in a Cinco, I can get them to hit a Cinco in that chartreuse. So, sometimes thinking outside the box will do you good. This is one of those colors. It's called methylate, or I've seen actually people spell it as methylate, I think it is. It's really kind of a coral color, a hot pink is really what it is. If you like pink lures or bubblegum, things like that, this will fit right in your arsenal. It's actually a very good worm. Very soft, very good, very good action. Shaky head, Texas rig, drop shot. You can wacky rig it in the middle as well. There's really no way you can't fish this worm. It's really a great worm for the money. Like I said, for the price of it, for a 100 pack, I spent $17 on this 100 pack. Now, this 100 pack is going to last me a while. I will give some out to some friends to use as well. But even if I do 100 trips over the summer, I won't tear through this pack. So, this is one of them things where, if they're not biting, I throw it at nighttime. I'll throw these. I definitely throw these at night. I'll Texas rig these at night and throw them out there. And they're not expecting it. It kind of sits silhouetted in the water a little differently than what it normally does. So they're not expecting this color. And sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes it takes them seeing something they're not used to. And when they see that, the thing going ripping through the water, especially on sunny days. I really throw this on a real sunny day. The one lake I fish in is really clear. And it's only a few feet deep, 4 or 5 feet deep at max, 6 feet, maybe. And something like this coming tearing across the surface, coming through the lily pads, they will see it, and they actually probably don't even see the coral color of it. They just see the silhouette up there shining down on, it's going to be a dark silhouette anyway. The sun's going to be blocking it out. But yeah, they will tear this thing up. So if you're looking for something different to throw, Big Bite Baits 6-inch finesse worm and the methylate is a very good idea. Give it a shot and see what you think. Let me know. See you on the water.